beautiful viewers. I have a beautiful lady today, Mrs. Spots. We're going to talk all about Mrs. Spots. So are you ready? And I'm sure you're going to ask me, Sinead, what is Mrs. Spots all about? So Mrs. Spots is that amazing caring from Diamond Beauties. Sorry, not Diamond Beauties, but we are from Diamond Beauties. The bird, I've got birds now, yes, so it's a new thing with me recording with the birds. For me, Beauty and the Beast, Mrs. Spots was a caring housekeeper that was looking after the household and after her son Chip. So in our beautiful group, Diamond Beauties Forever, we have amazing 27 Mrs. Spots that is taking care half an hour a day. So we've got 5 tea parties, 5 times a day, and in total 25 for the week. We are covering from New Zealand till Hawaii, all the different time zones. And currently our group is in 62 countries. And these amazing Mrs. Spots is keeping space for any lady of the group to come in and just be seen and be loved. And not only are the ladies looking after the beautiful Diamond Beauties, but they can also invite their own girlfriends to join. So we are so excited, my beautiful Donna. Please introduce you first and then tell us about your Mrs. Spots. When are your Mrs. Spots and what are you doing in your Mrs. Spots?
I am having a ball in my Mrs. Potts. I look forward to jumping online and getting my Mrs. Potts going every Monday at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And it's super fun. And I call it the cup of desire because I'm a woman's dating coach. I'm an expert when it comes to dating, relationship, especially for those women who are dating later in life. And it's really fun, but not always women have relationship conversation to talk about. They want to go into other things. And of course, I love that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And the thing is, my beautiful Donna, there's a lot of people that we don't do recordings, but we do take a photograph afterwards. And a lot of people say, but the people always look so happy on the photos. And then I will tell some of the ladies, phone in, but they are truly scared. I spoke to 2 ladies not 2 weeks ago. It was part of my beautiful coffee chat. I have now done 641 coffee chats in 3 years and 8 months. And I know quite a lot said, but I would love to join, but I truly believe some people think it's not for them, and they're thinking, oh, okay, but they don't know when they're not going to put themselves out there. A few of the ladies have told me they never thought they will be able to do a coffee chat. They were scared to even have a coffee chat with me. And then I said to 2 of the ladies, yes, I can come through the screen and I can bite you. Ha, ha, ha. And we laughed about it. So what do you have a message for the people or for the ladies that's scared to dial in? Because there's nothing happening there that's funny business, if I can call it like that.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because I do have a girlfriend who has been out of the societal marketplace for many years due to a sickness. And so even though during COVID we all went online, she basically has been online, so to speak, for a lot longer years. And so now she's starting to rise up. And so I invited her to my Mrs. Potts because I knew she'd feel comfortable if I was there. And she did. And she clearly was nervous. She wasn't sure about the technical stuff, how to get the Zoom on or the video on versus the audio. And I just encouraged her that, hey, you're doing great. We all start there. I mean, I'm even still getting a little bit wacky about different technical things when we have if it's not Zoom and here we're on Wave video, it's a different process. So I have to go, oh my gosh, what am I doing? So imagine now if we go back in time, the first time we got on a computer, we're afraid we're going to hit a wrong button and we're going to shut everything down, or we're going to say something wrong, or we're going to forget to mute. We're going to talk to somebody in the room. There's all these little fears, and they're warranted, but it's okay, because the only way we conquer anything is to actually do it.
Let me just, you gave me goosebumps. So my
Hold on.
beautiful viewers, I got
Goosebumps.
goosebumps from beautiful
Goosebumps.
Donna. Oh, I love it. Let me take a photo. Just give me 1 second. I love it. I love it. My beautiful Donna, tell us a little bit about you. What were you up to? What are you doing? And then tell us a little bit about your book as well, please, my
Oh,
beautiful one.
yeah. Thank you, Sanit. I have been obsessed with helping women understand their value for when it comes to relationships for probably 20 years now. And when I went out dating in my early 40s and my mid 40s, I read all the books. I studied it like I was in college. I like to say I've earned my doctorate in dating, because I started to understand what the dating world looks like now. Okay. So now, that was my early 40s. I went out there and I began to write my own book. Now, this has started to be written in 2004. Think about that. Oh my gosh, 21 years ago. Is that right? So I don't know. Am I doing the math right?
Yeah.
So I started to write this book because I read all the books, and then I realized something was missing for me. So I set out to figure out what was my fear. Remember, back then it wasn't the internet, it was getting out to dating. And they did have dating apps. They weren't really on phone apps back then. It was Match.com or eHarmony. Those were the traditional dating. And that was a scary prospect. Imagine setting up a profile bio about, advertising yourself and what you're looking for, and you feel like you're putting it on a shelf, and all of a sudden people are going to look at it and ignore it. Ooh! Or worse yet, they're going to reach out and say hello. What do you do about that? So it's all the same. When you're new at something, it's scary, but it's supposed to be, because it's the unknown. So that body of ours, this beautiful, wonderful body of ours, doesn't really know the difference between fear and excitement, right? Scary or excited. It's all kind of the same. So I did that. I will say I went out there with the help of my girlfriends, nudging me along, teaching me what to do on these. I think I was on Match.com. And it was fun, and it was scary, and it was an emotional roller coaster ride, because you're really being vulnerable, and you're saying, "Hey, I'm here. Anybody? Anybody? Like anybody? Like anybody want to date me? Like, here I am." So it was a process. I wrote my book. I did not publish it for 10 years. Now, that makes sense, right? Because in 2004, they didn't have Kindle. They didn't have e-books. You had to spend a lot of money to publish a book, probably upwards of $60,000 or $70,000 if you were going to publish a book, self-publish. And who even knew how to find a literary agent? So 10 years later, I published the book, and I don't talk about it. I don't market it. We don't know how to market back then. 2014, people didn't know what marketing was. So I was actually a woman before my time. I wrote the book, I published the book, and then I walked around with my book, and I probably sold, I don't know, 5 copies, because I didn't know how to sell my book. So it's a journey, isn't it, Sanit? Everything is a journey, everything. And so I figured out, met somebody who knew how to get it on Kindle, how to do an e-version. Okay, now my book is available on Amazon. But now what's super exciting is, because now, so that's 2014, come to 2024, I'm a different person. I've learned my value. I met another Mr. Wonderful after my late husband passed away. And how did I do that, Sanit? You may not know this. I went back and I read my own book.
Wow.
And I was ready to date again after writing this book, which basically is dedicated to my late husband. It's how I met and married him. So now it's kind of a love story. I went back and read it again. I figured it worked so well the first time. Lo and behold, Mr. Jeffrey walks into my life. Wow. And then I started to realize, holy mackerel, I have a formula here. I've got a system. I know how to do it. And so here we are. I've got smartdatingdivas.com as a membership that women can step into with confidence and understanding and being around other like-minded women who are dating later in life, navigate this maze, right? And then I come to the table at my Mrs. Potts, my cup of desire for anybody who wants to have a conversation about relationships or what their bumps are, or to learn more about what I do, or just chat with me, which is super fun because not many people get that opportunity these days, right? So it's a time slot that they can step into if they want to. Yeah.
That's so beautiful. And you are so right, my beautiful one. I have said to my husband the other day, I don't know. I think we are married for more than 35 years. So I said to him, just thinking of if something happens or we're not together, that I have to go through all of that, observing other people going through another relationship, and the people not pitching up, they're all dressed up and they're pitching the person they were supposed to meet not coming to the party, and you're sitting there. And one lady said how she was, every time a gentleman comes in, she thought it was him. And I thought, oh my goodness, talking
Well,
about it, maybe it can be excited because it was excited for her and scary at the same time. But yeah, I don't, at this moment, I'm still good with my husband. I really missed him the week I was at Susie. So my beautiful Donna, what is the advice that you can give anyone? Because ultimately it's all about self-worth, and how much do you care about you as a person, and how much do you love yourself.
right.
And with all my coffee chats, that was one of the things I picked up, that people really don't, they say they love themselves, but then if you ask them to look in the mirror, they see all the defaults.
Yeah.
And then I will say to them, but I don't see what you see. You've got a big nose, or you've got freckles that's like birthmarks. I don't see it. I see your beautifulness. And then people are you don't see this? No, you are beautiful. Do
Isn't
you
that
have anything that you would love to bestow on, some wisdom you bestow on any person out there?
yes. And yes, because you're right. And so smart dating divas begins with self. And there's a lot of layers to dig, isn't there? It's not just, yeah, I love myself. I get a massage once a month, or I'm okay. I think when we really dig deep, we we start to make excuses for ourselves. And I'm going to give a story about a very recent conversation. And this is why I do what I do, because I sat with a woman. She's in her mid 50s, and she has a boyfriend, long-term relationship. They're living together for a couple of years. And the entire conversation, I just kept hearing the buts, you know, all the reasons she's with him, but there's this problem, there's this problem, there's this problem. And she wasn't asking my advice, so I did a really good job at keeping my mouth closed. Because I want my women to understand that they deserve what they want, as do the men. Okay. And so, what was fascinating about this story, as I sat and listened to her, doing my best to keep my mouth shut, was she got to the point, and this is why I'm bringing up this whole conversation. She got to the point where she said to me, I hope I never have to go out dating again. So when you think about that, and I just got chills. When
Oh,
you think about that, she is willing, like many women, to stay in a relationship that's not fulfilling, not supportive, not loving, not what she wants. And not that there's anything wrong with him. There's no abusiveness or anything like that. They're not on the same page. But she would rather stay there than venture out and have the possibility of finding an amazing relationship. Because when two people are on the same page, It's magnificent. There's so much support and love. So why would you want to stay? But we get comfortable, don't we? We get comfortable. We don't want to go back out. And so I'm never going to tell somebody what to do, ever. I don't tell women to go out and date. I encounter a lot of widows, as you might imagine, who are not, they're afraid to go out, but then they say, well, I'm never going to meet somebody like him. Well, you're not supposed to meet somebody like him. I mean, I was not looking for somebody to replace my late husband. Okay. Different, different, different. That's the word of the year. Different. We want different. We're different. I'm not the same person I was when I
Exactly.
met my late husband, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that was so deep. So, my beautiful ones, we're going to quickly talk about Mrs. Potts. And Donna, if you can help me, I will bring up Mrs. Potts. We will be moving to the one side. And then we will quickly talk about the different Mrs. Potts. So the concept for Mrs. Potts, my beautiful Donna. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Go
I
ahead. I'm
love it.
listening.
The concept for Mrs. Potts is a beautiful concept because a lot of people are not seen and not heard. They feel it. And I really encourage with all the new people I meet and with all the new ladies joining the group, I encourage them to go to one Mrs. Potts. And
Yeah.
then I can actually go to any Mrs. Potts that on the time zone, because when you go to the events tab in the group, it will show you your time that you are and if the Mrs. Potts is available, and you click on it and you can join from there. So, my beautiful Donna, I'm going to bring up this and then I will show we're going to move to the side. Okay. So my beautiful ones, Donna is there on a Monday. So all our Monday Mrs. Potts is Alison. She's in New Zealand, and then
Oh,
Shanae is in South Africa, and then Christina, she's in New York, and Dana is in Arizona. And I had a privilege to be in Dana's house and meet a beautiful husband. And her husband cooked the most beautiful dinner for all of us. So it was amazing, amazing, amazing. And then we have Coach Eve. So my beautiful Dana, if we look at all the Monday ladies, you are also there. Um, please tell us about the Monday Mrs. Potts, my beautiful one.
yeah. The Monday Mrs. Potts, we've got a great lineup. We're all over the world. Holy mackerel, right? So Arizona is in the States, of course. And I don't always know where, when somebody mentions a prefixture or a town or a city, I don't really know where they are in the world. So I do like to hear South America or United States because that gives me a better visual. But just imagine the people we can reach when they show up, and it's there for their desire. Like, it doesn't cost a thing for anybody to click on a link. And I think many of us also, I'm of the habit now, because I get a little confused with the events tab, is on the morning of my Mrs. Potts, I post the Zoom link in the Diamond Beauties group, Facebook group, so people can click it and join. So many of us do that. There's no rules. We are here to support. And what's really nice is when women show up, we're not sitting there necessarily just there to hear all the good stuff. We bring our struggles. Sometimes we bring our burdens. Sometimes we feel a little better when we leave the call. That's the point, right? So we're there to support each other. Life is but a roller coaster. We are in these human bodies, experiencing these human experiences, and we're not alone. Isn't that nice to know?
That is truly magnificent, and I do believe that is also the intent. God had intent for this. I will tell you, my beautiful Donna, as soon as I get all this off from the screen, and it's me and you, how it all started.
Yeah.
So beautiful, Coach Eve. She is in Scotland. So we actually have just for Mondays, we've got um, New Zealand, South Africa, America, and Scotland that is looking after Monday. On Tuesday, we've got beautiful Lisa from Canada, 6 months in the month. she in the year she is in Canada, and 6 months of the year she is in Thailand, and then beautiful Laura is in USA. Therese is also in Scottsdale, Arizona, so in the USA, and then our beautiful pair that is doing an amazing Mrs. Potts, Linda, and Linda is in I want to say Ohio, but I'm not too sure. Is where the big mountains is, um, but in America. And beautiful Tina is near New York. I know she's near Cindy, so she's near New York, also in USA. And then our beautiful Marie, she's in Canada. And
Wow.
then on a Wednesday, we've got beautiful Susie. She is in Australia, and Nina is in Austria. How
Yeah.
amazing. And Christiana is in Canada A. I remember always she says Canada A. And beautiful Lori Kay, she is also in Arizona.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've got Arizona is a beautiful spot, and there's a lot of influence ladies, not just on the group, but everywhere in the world that's coming from that beautiful point of the earth. I said you've got specialness in your water,
Yeah.
and then beautiful Natalie is from Alberta, from Canada. So also a diverse
Yeah.
country-wise, if I can call it like that. Beautiful Jennifer, she is in America. Eva, she is in Canada. And Robin, beautiful Julie, and Deborah, they're all in America. And
Mm.
then we've got the two sisters, our beautiful two sisters is Anne and Wendy. So Anne is from Tasmania.
Wow.
And then beautiful Wendy is from Australia. So when I was in Australia last week, I met and hugged beautiful Wendy. It was a blessing. I
Wow.
gave them my book, and I also said to please give Anne my book in person. And she's seeing her sister in February
Mm.
next year. And then our beautiful wisdom keeper, our beautiful Barbara, she's in New Zealand. And then we've got three Americans in the house. Cindy, our longest running Mrs. Potts, she will be doing it February that was past. It was already a year, so it's a year and yeah, almost 18 months. 18 months, can you believe it? And then we've got Gail and beautiful Sydney. So
Wow.
incredible lineup. So let me
Mm.
just
And we're all on Zoom, so nobody has to fly anywhere.
and it's so easy to do that. Coach Eve have just joined us. So Coach Eve, if you're ready, just show me you ready. We just run through all the Mrs. Spots, and then I can quickly bring it in. Hello, my beautiful Coach Eve. We were just running through all the Mrs. Spots in the different countries, and it's so incredible. Please introduce yourself and tell us about your beautiful Mrs. Spots.
Well, hello everyone. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm a positive mindset coach, hypnotherapist, and my Mrs. Potts is Mondays, 7 p.m. It's the best tea party ever, of course, after Donna. We are Sip and Soar every Monday evening, where we're gathering together to help one another to lift each other up, and to hold the space for everyone who needs it.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
beautiful, beautiful. So, my beautiful Coach Eve, your Mrs. Spots. There's a lot of people coming through there. And I always tell the beautiful ladies, I just told Donna there was two ladies that I met, not last week because I was with Susie, but the previous week. And they said everybody looks so happy on the photos, but they are scared to really phone in, or they, I want to tell people that you don't have to put anybody on a pedestal. You can put yourself on a pedestal, then we are all on pedestals. Because a lot of people perceive that because you are up or you are the host or even me as the founder of the group that I am above everyone. No, 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 no. That's not. We are all the same. We are all doing this with love. And we are giving our time because we love to serve others with love. So do you have a message for all the ladies that really wants to phone in, but they are scared to phone into a Mrs. Potts? Well, phone into a Zoom with
Yeah.
Mrs. Potts.
I can say it is a space where you can find new friends, a space where you can find new sisters to support you, because we are going through some stuff. We are carrying some heaviness, and sometimes there is no space or there is no safety for you to share the stuff what you're going through, the emotions what you're carrying, or the emotions what you hold, and we are there for one another. Even myself, I was going through some personal stuff, and Mrs. Potts tea parties hold me and allow me to connect with my sisters. They lift me up and they help me go through what I'm going through. So I know for sure I'm not the only one, and I know everybody has something uh, which is so heavy for them to carry. So I encourage every single listeners and every single Diamond Beauties who are in this community, or when you are invited through a friend, don't be afraid. I know it's the hardest thing to do, the first step, to go there and to talk about it. But when you do that, you open the door to possibilities, to able to breathe again, able to find yourself again. And the
Yeah.
truth thing, you cannot do it alone. You need somebody to support you while you're taking the steps. So I encourage every single one of you ladies, whoever listening, to take the first step. We are here for you, and we can continue grow together. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I loved it. Thank you, my beautiful Coach Eve. Donna, do you want to add something there?
No, well, yeah. I mean, Coach Eve is on mark. There have been times when, normally we wouldn't get on a Zoom if we're not feeling great, but Mrs. Potts, we know we can do it. I mean, yesterday I was in a funk. I got into a funk. And so when you show up in places like this, a place of safety, we're not there to whine and complain, but at the same time, it's okay to say, I'm a little bit in a funk, and here's why. And then you'll hear that you're not alone. You're not alone. And then you go, oh, okay, I'm not alone. So who needs to be funky? Yeah. So it's really a fabulous place to hang out, and a place of support and safety. I mean, isn't that what we're all looking for?
And you're so right, my beautiful one. I also myself, I try my best to attend as much as I can, but it's not possible because I also the time zones is so amazing that we cover all around the world. Actual fact, when I looked at it 2 weeks ago, we are for me here in New Zealand. I still need to do some Mrs. Spots on a Saturday because of the time zone. And then some of the ladies in America, when they attend Allison, that's in New Zealand, 10 o'clock, it's on a Sunday. So
Yeah.
actually, we have 7 days a week that we actually have a Mrs. Spots for some time zones. So it's like incredible, incredible. And for me, for myself, I also are going through a funk the last few. I actually said it's, all the stuff that's happening. There's quite a lot of things that I need to relook at, and I've got a lot on my shoulders. But every time I got in, we laugh, we cry, and then I know that what I am doing is what the right thing, and it's evidence. It's all evidence. So my beautiful ones, sometimes if you just need, and all of us are human, if you need to know, to see evidence how amazing you are, join a Mrs. Spots. Because if you don't want to say something, you just want to keep others with love energy up, then
Yeah.
you are also in the right spot.
Yep.
Because if you don't say anything and you keep others' energy up because you love to see the humanness on the screen, that's also a job, and that's an amazing job. I don't know how God just gave me this, but I feel like, wow, okay. Thank you, my beautiful one. So you will not want to know where did Mrs. Potts came through. So in my coffee chats, I felt the loneliness. I can say honestly, 90% of women that I have spoken to, even if they are in a relationship, are lonely. Sometimes when in a relationship, you cannot say, "Ooh, I don't feel this is the right thing," or you cannot speak up. And a lot of people that I've realized, not just women, men as well,
Mm-hmm.
they feel they are not safe to say anything.
Mm.
So I asked God for 3 months, what can I do about this? And then he gave me he gave me Elvis Presley. He gave me the animated pots of Mrs. Potts that were speaking, the pots literally that were speaking. And he gave me Return to Sender. And I interpreted this as a Mrs. Potts because the LP was running like this. The Mrs. Potts was running like this, 7 of them. And they were all talking Mrs. Potts. And they were pouring out diamonds in the middle of the LP. That's how I interpreted Mrs. Potts. We are doing the first week in August. We are doing it for 2 years.
Wow.
2 years.
Beautiful.
The Diamond Beauty Group is also the 1st of August, 4 years old. And it's my, like I said, thank you, my beautiful Donna. It's my baby. It's what God wanted me to do. And I'm in stewardship of God's plan. And then last year I got this 5 for 5, 24. I said to the voice in my dream, that was a sleep dream. I said, what must I do about that? And then Elvis Presley's song play Return to Sender. And I said to the voice, oh, I need to get 5 ladies, 5 times a week of 2025. And then I approached a few ladies. Coach Eve, you were one of the ladies that I said, we need to up our Mrs. Spots. Dana, you were also one of the ladies that I said, we need to up our Mrs. Spots. And it's truly amazing seeing so many smiling faces, seeing the camaraderie between the ladies. It's truly, we will do anything for each other, literally anything for each other. That's incredible. And it can be you as well, my beautiful ones. Join us. Join our beautiful Diamond Beauties, Mrs. Spots. And like I said, the ladies can invite any of their girlfriends to join. You don't need to be in the Diamond Beauties. So my beautiful Donna, do you have a question for Coach Eve, and then or for me, and then I can ask Coach Eve, and then we can continue with the show.
Well, I'm just curious. I have not made Coach Eve's Mrs. Potts as of yet, and I want to say, when you say it's in the evening, are you talking about East Coast? What time frame are you in, Coach Eve?
Thank you, Donna, for the question. It is Great British summertime, 7 p.m. I think that is 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Eastern, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And that's evening time for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 1 hour than yours. I think it's, if I will check, but I think it's 1 hour after yours, if I'm correctly, my beautiful Donna. Let me
Oh, is
just
that
see.
right?
I've got everything on New Zealand time, because otherwise there's so many time slots. So my beautiful Coach Eve, do you have a question for Dana? Then I will quickly go and look.
Yes. That would be 1 p.m. Central Time. I just double check that. So
Okay.
the Mrs. Potts, what I'm running, it's 1 p.m.
Yeah,
Central Time.
it's
Yeah.
3 hours from yours, my beautiful one.
Yes. 2, no?
No,
Don't,
it
don't try
shows
to
3 hours.
Oh,
don't try to figure out Arizona time zone. We
yeah.
flip.
Well,
And
that's my question. How you juggle all of these time zones and able
yeah.
to, meet everybody in the right time? That's my question, Dan.
No, I don't. I just, if there's a link in the chat and I can do it, I do it. I kind of given up. When I moved to Arizona, sometimes I'm 3 hours from the East Coast, sometimes I'm 2 hours, and I look forward to that going away, but who knows? The other thing I wanted to ask you, Coach Eve, now you're a hypnotist. Do you actually do any hypnotherapy on your call?
Yes, I do sometimes sessions for pain or anxiety or just release any stress. Not all the time, it's only when it's needed, but I do a couple of them, yeah, and it's they really like it. It's a clinical hypnotherapy, it's the conscious therapy session, so it's not like, I'm getting my little clock and like, oh, you're going to sleep, and then boom, you're out. It's a full conscious session, and it's very effective, and I can recommend it to everyone who never tried it. Give it a try. They say it's for, especially for pain. I do suffer with some chronic pain, and I looked it up, and the survey shows it is over 75 to 80% effective when people use this clinical hypnotherapies for pain. Is really, really helping you to navigate. I would say I can't say anything else for confidential and disclaimer reasons, but it is navigating you through manage your pain, and it's
Wow.
very effective. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Coach Eve?
Yes. My beautiful dancing queen, Sanat. How do you connecting to God, to the divine, to get these beautiful messages, and it's a second question: how do you hold on to it to able to fulfill them? That's my question.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I've got goosebumps. Let me just first of all, big goosebumps. Here I go. Thank you for that question, my beautiful Coach Eve. For me, I was always near to God. But sometimes when you're in that, when you're going through a big thing, then it's if like you're asking all the time. And then I've realized when you keep on asking, you almost tell God, I never believed that you are going to give it to me. So I changed that. I changed it. After I could not go to New Zealand, it was very hard for me. I lost the weight or let go of the weight to be able to be with my grandchildren. I was really upset. I was upset with God also. And I should not be because COVID happened. It was a big thing. But for me, I lost the way to be with my grandson. That was the whole thing why I do. But I didn't know God had other plans for me. And it is just my humanness that I was like. And then I realized after they retrenched me at work, I realized that, Sinead, you cannot keep on asking. Because then you tell God, but I'm asking because I believe you're not going to give me. So now I ask once. And I trust I will get an answer. It took 3 months for me to get an answer for Mrs. Potts. And when I woke up that morning, a lot of people asked me, Sanette, how did you interpret it? And it was an awake dream. I was a sleeping dream. I'm sorry, a sleeping dream. I knew exactly that was for the Mrs. Potts. I just knew. The diamonds, the Mrs. Potts, and it helped me with the naming convention. I knew what to do. So that happened. It took me less than 2 months to get the 7 ladies. We started off with 7 ladies to sell the concept, to get everything up and running.
Mm.
So if I can give this one advice, if you ask God once, trust. It's like you're ordering a burger. You know exactly what you want on the burger. You give your order. Now you must wait for them to put the burger together,
Yeah.
and then your number will be called out, and then you will receive it.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful.
sometimes when you open your burger with so much anticipation, and you can't wait to take a bite, and you see, but this is not my burger. So at the moment, I am at this space that I have asked, I've received, but the burger here is not exactly what I want. So now I have to give it back. And I said, I have to say, this is not my burger. This is what I want on my burger. So I am, some of my things I'm doing, I'm at that stage now that I have to give the burger back and have clear instructions of
Oh,
what I want. Give it over and then wait for my burger to come so that I can eat it.
yeah.
I hope that makes sense.
Thank
But
It
you.
does. And now I'm
Thank you.
hungry.
Yeah. I have a question for Donna.
Oh,
You are expert. You are a master of dating and especially finding the spark after divorce.
mm.
Um, what made you know you still have the spark, and what was that driving point which carried you to continue and do this profession?
Thank you, Eve. Um, that's a loaded question.
no,
And
It used to like the burger.
I'm still thinking about the burger, right? Yeah. Can we pick this up after lunch? I don't know. It's interesting. Like just like eating a burger, you don't know if you're going to be in the mood for a burger next week. And when I found myself alone and recovering from chronic fatigue and just broke up with a boyfriend of 7 years, and a friend of mine passed away. This is all happening 25 years ago when I was in my 40s. And I was just telling Sanit that I began to write a book after I read all the books. I did not have any vision of what it would eventually, that I'd still be talking about this book 25 years later. I had no vision of it. All I knew is I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have value to myself. I went out dating and did all kinds of speed dating and social dances. And I started to witness other women undervaluing themselves. I could start to see that they put up with so little, like so little crumbs. They were getting crumbs. And then we would start to know each other because we would go to these socials, and I would hear them start to say things like, "Oh, he called me this week." And I'm thinking to myself, why are you still with him? It's like, why do you even want him to call? Right. So that was a journey for myself as well, because I write about this in my book. My book is really a journey of how I met and married my late husband. But I did those things too. I was like a dog on somebody's leg. Oh, please ask me out. Please ask me out. I hung out with one guy for 8 months. And today, if I would have met him and I was single, I don't think I would have gone even on a second date with him. So why are we willing to put up with so much and so little in return? And so the journey really, Coach Eve, was not about dating. It was about finding out my value. Why was I putting up with that? Why was it okay for them to put me on the back burner? Why was I accepting so little? And that's where the journey began. And if,
Mm.
so to all your points, and to anybody watching this, we're not looking for men to complete us. I'm never going to tell you that go out and meet somebody and you will be whole and complete. No, the true love story begins with loving ourselves truly. So this is why I'm so passionate and obsessed about what I do. It's like I'm really a life coach masquerading as a dating coach because I know what's at the end of the rainbow.
Exactly.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for
Thank-
getting that out of me.
Yeah.
That was
It was amazing. Yes.
that was amazing. Oof, I'm still goosebumps.
Mm.
Oof, oof, oof,
And
oof.
Sanat, like I'm just, you admire me because everything what you do and everything you created, not just, the community, not just Mrs. Potts, your TV show, Soul of a Diamond, your publishing company, and your magazine. It is all where you allowing us to share and really have a voice and let our stories to be a living story to others who are tapping in to watch the series or the TV shows or scrolling at the magazine pages. It's truly admiring, and we thank you for everything what you do, Sana. Yes.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And my husband asked me, so I came back from Susie, and my husband asked me, Sanette, that you had time to think, because I have to think a little bit differently going forward as well. I said, no, we had fun and we enjoyed ourselves. And I promise you, after the 2 weeks, I said, I will spend time with you for 2 weeks. And then I have to put my thinking cap on again. And this ask God, my thinking is what I want. Will He deliver? And then trust He will deliver. So, yes. And I know sometimes people, it's like when I spoke to somebody the other day and I said, but Sanette, can you really go into, yes, I can also go into a funk. I love it when Donna said the funk. It's not a funk. It's just something was not working for you. And now you have to rethink what will work for you and
Right.
then ask. I truly believe God is an amazing conductor that is having this big orchestra and He is saying, drums, it's your turn to play. The cymbals, it's your time to play. And then the violins, and He is conducting everything, because I truly believe I cannot do this by myself.
None of
I
us
cannot
can.
meet these amazing ladies if God didn't send them my way. I waited 7 months for Coach Eve. I asked her, Susie, you have invited you to the group. When will you book a coffee chat? When will you
Shout
book
out
a
to Susie Dent. Yes. Oh, she's amazing. She's a good friend.
coffee?
She
Yes.
invited me, and then I was hard to get.
And my beautiful Donna, the first time I saw you, you didn't even say a word. But if you didn't phone in that day, and if I didn't phone in that day for that meeting, I would never have seen your beautiful face, your beautiful hair. I would never have gone and put you on, the frame so that pin you so that it's only you. And I looked you in the eye and I thought, oh, I really want to get to know this amazing lady. And I sent Donna in the chat, I would love to meet you. And
I
we
didn't
are
make you
friends,
wait 7 months, Coach Eve.
and we meet. So I truly believe God have planted for us to see each other in that meeting. And my beautiful Coach Eve, He have made sure Susie sent you my way so that I can meet you. And now my heart is so overflowing with joy.
Yeah.
So my beautiful ladies, you've got your golden nuggets that we can say our golden nuggets. So my beautiful Dana, what is your golden nugget?
It is a golden nugget, tried and true. Look for love where it is, not where it's not. It sounds
Wow.
simple, But how many of us go off into that trail, come back, look for love where it is, not where it's not?
Wow. Oh, it's
Mm.
beautiful. That is beautiful. My beautiful coach Eve, what is your golden nugget?
No matter how hard life throws you up and down, and no matter how hard it is to move or climb that mountain, keep going. There is hope, and the things won't kill you, will make you stronger.
I love it. Are you ready for paparazzi? Oh, wow.
And my beautiful dancing queen, would you share your golden nuggets with us?
Oh, thank you for asking, my dearest Eve. Man, if your why is big enough, you can do anything.
Yeah.
You can do everything. And I am ready for paparazzi. Oops, I'm
Woo!
trying to take a photo and I'd have to try to click this. I just need to do another one. So, my beautiful viewers, I hope you've loved our show. This will also be the last Soul of a Diamond for a while. I need to relook at all of this. The power hours will still continue. So, my beautiful ones, you are always welcome, my beautiful ladies, to join the Diamond Beauties Forever group. And we are diamond facets, we are beauties, and we are friends forever. So you
Mhm.
are welcome to join us, and you are welcome to join the Mrs. Spots,
Yeah.
our beautiful, amazing caretakers of hearts, because I truly believe you are caretakers of hearts. Thank you for every week that you have given the ladies the opportunity and the safe space to
Mhm.
dial in, to be seen, to be heard, and to be loved.
Mhm.
Because you opening your Zoom, you showing love to
Mhm.
others. So my beautiful ones, here's all to you. To all my Mrs. Spots, thank you, thank you, thank you.